Well, I must be a real glutton for punishment. Let's go ahead and create a new world. Create a new world that I can get attached to and then die in. Let's call it Hardcore Attempt number 9. I don't know if it's actually number 9, but it just sounds good. Hardcore attempt number 9. It's now hardcore. Okay, I think we'll just enter in a random seed. The frog is hardcore. Number 9. No spaces. There we go. The frog is hardcore number 9. That's the seed. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, hey, everybody. Looks like I've been spawned into a dark forest in hardcore. Yay! All right, enough messing around. I've learned my lessons from previous hardcore worlds. I've learned a lot of things. I've learned a lot of easy ways that you can die. Most of all. What's this? Oh wow, there's a lot of skeletons down there. Okay, if I need bones to tame a dog, this is where I'm going to come. But I'll be coming back with iron armor at least and a shield. I'm completely naked now, as you can see. You can see how in my britches. Okay, let's get down to the business of getting a bed, because we have all these sheep coming around advertising free beds. There's a lot of them. Yes. I notice a lot of Minecraft YouTubers like to move around and do funky stuff when they're breaking logs. And I guess it does make it look a little more interesting, right? Hey, I'm learning. I can learn. I'm not too old to learn new tricks. Like this. This is more exciting, right? The video just looks better if I do stuff like this. If I move around in a circle while I'm breaking a block. I gotta start doing that more often. Okay, sheepies. I will attend to you shortly. Okay, sheep. Looks like I'll be getting a black bed. Well, that guy's gray, so I'll let that guy fall down into the cave and... Okay, black sheep. We got some black sheep over here. I don't need to get this inferior dark gray sheep. This way I can just make a bed straight away. I think I'll stay away from the dark forest, though, for now. As appealing as it is, it's also very dangerous. It looks like I got more dark forest over here. But, oh boy, there's a little place under there where there might be some bad guys. I'd like to just come up here and get some stone. Is that okay with you guys? Anybody up here? Anybody up here want to murder me? Oh wow, and this is andesite too, mostly. Oh great. Oh well, there's cobble down here. I'll get some cobble. It's a whole mountain made out of andesite. But we got the bed covered, so we're good. Hardcore ain't nothing. I just have to learn that if and when I go back to the Nether in hardcore, just shoot everything from a distance with your bow and arrow. Just do that. Just do that and then survive the Nether. Instead of dying in the Nether, let's go ahead and make a boat. Okay, get the boat ready, because you never know who's going to be down in a dark forest like this. I know in Bedrock, dark forests are always just packed full of bad guys. Java just seems a little bit easier. Not nearly as many hostile mobs running around. Okay, that's a kind of a weird entry, so I'll just go off the ledge. See, should I get over here, over there? Let's go down the river this way first. And it's a dead end. Just want to keep my eyes peeled in case I see a pale oak garden. Well, it looks like this whole area. And here I was thinking that I could just boat out of this area. Okay, fine. I'm gonna have to run through the dark forest. But I have an axe. I don't have any armor. I'm wearing nothing but a pair of Fruit of the Looms. And my nipples are exposed. I hope I won't run across any bad guys. Because that would be most unfortunate. Here we go. This looks like an actual river. I can get out of Dodge. Okay, we got pine over there. Dark oak over here. Yeah. Let's just move away from the dark oak. And this hardcore series, I'm going to be concentrating a little less on building a nice house and doing all these things that make me very sad when I die in my hardcore world. And taming dogs that I'm going to feel very regretful about. Instead of doing all that, I'm just going to concentrate mostly on just getting ready to go to the Nether and then go to the end. I kind of want to get back to where I was before I died in the last series. Oh, what have we here? Yeah, it's a little ruined portal. Let's go see what's all ruined about it. Oh, we got some lodestones. Some blobsidian. Oh, a silk touch shovel. I'm liking that. Anything I want to get rid of in my pockets? Yeah, the mutton, I don't need that. Okay, very good. Back on the river. But yeah, I'm just going to want to find a decent place to settle down by a village. That way I can get my enchanted books and all that stuff as quickly as possible. I'm not going to make a fancy villager trading hall. I'm not going to be making a fancy house. I want to get geared up and I want to go back into the Nether and do what I need to do. And I think I'm going in a circle here. This feels very circular. Because over here is the dark oak forest, the covered forest, the roofed forest. This is just where I just left. Okay. Okay now, people. Okay, I'm going to go over here to the spruce forest over here, and I'm just going to take off on land, I guess. Because this river leads in a great big circle. I knew when I was going around this curb that things were feeling just a little bit circular. You know what? Let's just follow the sun, okay? Let's just head west. Sun is rising in the east, and we're heading west. So we go in the opposite direction. Yeah, I could have been a Boy Scout, but I always thought the Boy Scouts were kind of gay when I was a little kid. So I never joined up with them. However, I carry a lot of the Boy Scout traits with me into Minecraft. You know? You gotta always be prepared. Whatever else. Okay. What do we got going on? 27 cobble. See, I'm just taking a moment out of my exploring to pick up a little more cobble. Kind of want to use up this wooden pickaxe, you know. That's enough for now. This is kind of a cool little formation, though. I'm not sure what kind of a little house I'm going to build in this world, but it's not going to be anything extravagant. I'm not going to put a lot of work into it. I'm going to be concentrating mostly on farming and getting enchanted tools and trading with villagers and getting totally geared up so I can hopefully at some point, for the first time in my life, kill the Ender Dragon in hardcore mode. Picking up some pumpkins. You gotta have pumpkins for that pumpkin trade, so it's like an instinct. Okay, this little birch forest does stretch on a bit, doesn't it? Okay, I picked up the leather. Don't want to leave leather just laying around. My goodness. Well, son of a birch. This birch forest just goes on and on, doesn't it? It's okay. I don't think we'll be settling down in a birch forest. You never find villages in birch forests, so. I came across a nice little birch village. Now there's an idea, Mojang. The birch village. Yeah, I decided to just get back on the horse. I was thinking, well, maybe my next world I won't make it a hardcore world. It's just too painful. Right, cow? That cow knew what pain was all about. Where's the other cow? I know there's another one around here somewhere. Come on, cow. Show yourself. There you are. Up here holding perfectly still behind that tree. I'm starting to get a little hungry around here. Well, let's go ahead and get some birch logs, because they'll serve nicely as charcoal. I just can't leave these floaters. I'll probably never be by here again, but I just can't leave floaters behind. It's highly annoying to be this neurotic, I guess you'd call it. It's annoying. I annoy myself. A normal person would just chop down a couple of logs and let the floating tree just sit there because, hey, we're never going to be back here again. That's what a normal person would do. I might have to cook some food up here before too long. Now, I don't see any stalks around here, which tells me these pumpkins were placed here by somebody. I think I'm going to take this opportunity to cook some food. All right, back on our merry way. Our food is cooked. We have all kinds of steaks for the road. We're ready to go on a regular road trip. What is this thing that's going on here? Oh, wow. Well, you never know what you're going to get from random seed that you pop in there. Oh, that's very interesting. And not someplace I'd like to fall into. And look at this whole... It's like a reservoir or... like just pretty wild. Okay, well, we're going to go around that. It'd be nice to maybe go fishing over here sometime. Come back with a cooler and, you know. I can't resist cows, I'm sorry. I just cooked some of you up, but it's not enough. Why, I'd be a real stuck-up, wasteful person if I didn't harvest cows when I saw them, right? Oh, I'm a vegan. Cow meat isn't good enough for me. I don't eat cows. That makes me better than you. Now, I got no problem with people being vegetarians. It's when they act like they're better than you because of it. Whenever some people find an excuse to fool themselves into thinking that they're better than other people, I find that to be really annoying. Why do people like to feel like that, I wonder? I have to ask myself. There's got to be something about human beings. I guess it just takes all kinds of people, right? Okay. Finally, we're in a place that looks like it might have a village. We're out of the forests, we're out of the woods. This is promising. If we can find a place to settle down here in the very first episode of this hardcore series. I don't know what I'm going to call it. I have no clue. I just decided, you know what? I'm just going to try to do a hardcore thing. I was thinking of doing a flat world. You guys ever played in the flat world? All those little slimes jumping all over the place, and you have to get all your resources from villages that you come across. Hey, cows. Beautiful day for a climb, isn't it? I just hit that cow, and he dropped seeds. And I know it wasn't the cow that did it. I probably hit a blade of grass. But it looked like the cow dropped seeds, and I thought that was pretty funny. You thought you'd get away from me, didn't you there, cow? I should have looked around while I was up there. Ooh boy, look at this. Exposed coal. It's beautiful and clean. It's clean. Coal is clean. It may look black and dirty, but it's actually very clean. You could put it in your mouth. Okay. Well, hopefully there's going to be a village over yonder. What's that over there? Oh, those are pigs. These are pigs holding perfectly still. Okay. Well, let's climb to the top of this little hill and take a little look around. But there should be a village somewhere around in this kind of terrain. Whenever you go across this kind of terrain, there's always a village somewhere. So that's what I'm hoping for. Ooh, it's more of my favorite friends. How you guys doing? That blade of grass saved him from my axe. Nothing stops an axe in its track quite like a blade of grass. Okay, cow. Yeah, I just saved him all the trouble of climbing the whole way to the top of this hill. He looked tired, and he looked like he was going to get really worn out from such a trip. So I rescued him. Yeah, that's what I did. What's this? Oh well. Let's get up here on top. Take a look around, see what we can see. We're just going to keep heading west. I don't want to go back over old ground or go in circles anymore. But maybe we veer over here just a little bit. We'll be able to come across a village. I'm still convinced that there's a village around here somewhere. Okay. The sun's rising over there, so we should be heading west, but we're going to head off in this direction slightly, which would be slightly northwest. And this place is a real cave haven. What is going on around here? Yikes. If I fell down there, I would surely die. So south is, or west is over there, but north is up here. I'm just convinced that there's a village around here somewhere. I just want to take a look before we go heading back into the woods. Back into the wilderness. Well, at least we found some cows. We found a village of cows. Oh yes, well, we've come to the end of this lovely little dark forest. I think we'll go ahead and hop in a boat. Yeah, this sea's got a whole lot of birch and dark oak. I didn't see any pale gardens, which might have redeemed it slightly. At this point, I'm just looking for a nice village. A nice village to, let's just say, move into. A nice village where I can meet some new neighbors, make some new friends. I don't know, maybe steal a house from one of them, or who knows what all. In this hardcore world, I do not aim on getting killed. I want to get the dragon and be able to say to myself, you did it. You did it, Crunchy Frog. You did it in hardcore. Ah, yes, obsidian. Well, we do have some iron here. We can convert this into some ingots. Let's do that right here. 4. Excellent. That means I can make a bucket. Always the first thing I always do with my first iron. Well, thanks for stopping by and watching today. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode because we're going to go hunting for this treasure. And maybe I'll get some clothes to put on too. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.